Hi, I'm Max with Alpha Dog Obedience Training. I'm here with Heidi. Heidi's an Australian Labradoodle, service dog, very pliable, very easy to train. Today I want to describe for my clients and future clients how I train a dog. The first thing I need to get from any dog, anyone does, the number one thing and the absolute number one thing is for them to acknowledge that we exist and I'm relating to you in a positive way. It is very simple, it is very powerful. Physically, she's going to tell me I'm in your world. And I need this from any dog that I train. The first thing is for them to accept me in my world and to relate to me in a positive way. So Heidi right now is in a sit position. She's going to tell me, any dog will do this, that she's relating to me in a positive way. I.e., if I walk, she walks. If I stop, what does she do? She stops. Immediately. I walk, she walks. She's telling me she's in my world. Also, her body lines tell me. Her ears are down, her tail is down, it's relaxed. If I release her, which I'm going to do at the end of the video, her tail is going to back up. Now she's in her world. How we handle the lead is very important. I have a simple slip lead which I've used for over 30 years. Fantastic tool. The lead is in my hand. I take the lead and I just drop it back over. So now it's coming out the back of my hand, because if I have to make any correction, I want to be able to put the effort against the back of my hand versus coming out. And I'm going to show that again. It's simply lying here in my hand. I drape it back over, I am ready to go. The other way you can do it, if you're stopped, is to reach out and grab a hold of the lead, anywhere along here. Just grab a hold of it, it's coming out the back of my hand. Now I have the ability to move the dog. The first thing I teach clients is to get the magical connection moment. You need that. That's absolutely the first thing. And then we're going to go through a series of exercises that some of you already know and some of you might want to do. And the first thing I teach is collection. Wolves, dingoes, all pack animals do this. And I'm going to describe this later on in another portion of the video, but this is really how to. So she's sitting. I would normally tell her to SIT, and she already did. I'm going to drop the lead, hold out my hand. This will become a word. Right now it's a hand signal. I'm going to walk 10 feet, stop. Heidi sits. She sits, I drop the lead, I put my hand out, pick up the lead, and walk on. That's called collection. The other part is teaching your dog I might walk another 50 yards. I'm going to free her. This is going to be her free time. I pick a spot right here. Heidi sits. She sits. Take a hold of the lead right here. Free. She knows this is free time. Now she either has 6 feet or 8 feet. I don't care how you want to provide it. If she puts any tension on the lead, say she started to put tension, well, she's not going to do that. But I would sort of pop back to tell her you do not create any tension on the lead ever. So it would be a little bump to remind them, oh, no tension. I'm going to pick up the lead, the way I always do. I'm going to walk, say, another 50 feet, 50 yards, whatever. Stop. I'm going to teach her to come to me every time. Heidi sits. She sits. I'm going to drop the lead immediately, back away from her, and watch what I do. Now, for a new dog, this is how I do it, because they're going to get a little rammy. And then I'll immediately go stimulation. Heidi come. I back up. I get to here, and I just pull up on the lead a little bit, because when they come to me, I want them to sit every time. Then I can introduce a hand signal. But we're going to do this twice. Hold out my hand. She's looking at me. That's beautiful. Stimulation. Heidi come. I back up, get her to here, just lift up to tell her to sit. So we're going to do these again in reverse. first thing was collection. I simply stop. Heidi, sit. I don't care which way she's facing. For a new dog, they could be facing that way. This doesn't matter. I'm going to drop the lead, hold out my hand, simply come back to her, walk on 10 feet. Stop. Heidi, sit. She sits. I drop the lead. Now, after a week or two, and these are things you're going to do for 3 weeks. Say I've done this for a week. Now I want to challenge her. I'm going to walk over here. Oh, I can't believe you did that. She broke command, but I wasn't going to tell her to sit. She was anticipating what I was going to do. But she's required just to sit there because there's no tension. So I want you to walk around your dog. Do these kind of things. Look the opposite direction. Look around. Why? Because you can. Please do not overlook this. She is working for me right now. She's consciously sitting here. People say, well, she's just sitting. If we sit down, it's a conscious effort on our part. We're consciously sitting. She is consciously sitting right now, working for me. So please expand this. Take these 5, 6 minutes if you want. It doesn't matter. Walk around the dog, come back to her. She's totally focused on me. Walk on. The free part, again, we stop, pick an area right here. Heidi, sit. Heidi, free. She understands this. I have her on hand signals. Whenever you're ready, no tension. Say she applied tension, I let her know. Now the come part, walk along another 50 yards, stop. Heidi, sit. Drop the lead, back away. Stimulation, Heidi, come. I back up to about here and just go like this. Hello, thank you. And I do it again. Heidi, come. Now, this becomes, at a later point, whoa. You can back away. Back to her. Now, starting week 4, you're going to do just that. Dogs within about 8 feet and in have 2 options right now. In this zone, 8 feet and in, they have 2 options: to comply, which she does, or to fight us. Well, she complies. They also develop habits in 14 days, takes us 21 simple habits, but I want my clients to do this for 3 weeks. Same as us, because I want you to condition yourself as well as your dog. So now, week 4, I'm going to come out during the collection part, drop the lead, I'm going to walk out to 10 feet. I've now introduced flight. If she chooses to, she could run away, walk away, do whatever, but I know she's going to stay there. Now I come back to her, pick up the lead, continue doing the free and the come part. Now, week 5, this means sit, by the way, I'm going to walk out to 10 feet and Heidi, come. Good girl. And you're supposed to, well, I was going to remind her, but she sat. During this period, when you continue, as she's coming up to me to sit, watch what I do. Heidi, sit. I start doing this, and then I stop saying sit. This becomes sit. Likewise, this becomes whoa. So if she's walking towards me, this becomes come. Whoa. This means stop. Now she's already coming to me. I've conditioned her maybe 5, 6 weeks. Now I say, when I get out here, I go, Heidi, come. And I use this as a hand signal. She comes to me. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to sit. I've done that for another couple weeks. Now when I get out here, I do this. This is the same as calm. Good girl. Good girl. Now, I'm going to take the lead off of Heidi. Just going to kind of ignore her for a moment. You notice her tail kind of coming up, wagging a little bit. Watch when I get her moving around. I think she knows something's up. Something's up. Something's up. Something's up. Yeah, what's going on? You're funny. Hey, you see her tail's up? She's sniffing, she's in her own world. Now watch what happens. Right here. Right here. Notice when I stopped, her tail went down. She's telling me now she's no longer in her world, she's in my world. Once her tail dropped. You've all seen people being walked by their dog. Their dog's tail is straight up like this, and they're in front of the human. There's no value to that work whatsoever. The human's being pulled down the street because the dog's saying, I'm not in your world, you are in my world. I own the walk. Heidi's telling me I'm relating to you. I'm waiting for you to do something. So say I decide to do this. This means sit. You can also teach them this, which is rest. How I did this was at nighttime. Come. Whoa. Don't cheat. What I did in the evening, and I want you to remember this as well. Petting a dog, no value. Massaging a dog, there's, I believe, the endorphin family. I know there's a chemical reaction that happens in the human and the dog. After about 5 seconds, a chemical is emitted. If we give them a massage, not a petting them, huge difference. What I did was I started to rub her and I go, rest, rest, rest. And then I would rub her. This might be a little warm for her. We'll do it over here. Yeah, it is a little warm. So she was sitting at home. I'm doing this. I go rest and pull her legs out and kind of rub her and love her up, whatever. This is different than petting. This is a good connection between us and the dog. Marvelous connection. Again, maybe I would get up. I'd pull her over to me. Heidi, sit. Heidi, rest. And I'd pull her legs out. And that's how I taught her rest. Then eventually, I would do it and I would put my hands down as I was pulling her out. Come on. Tail's up. She's in Heidi's world now. This is her time to run around. See, she's sniffing again, telling me she's in Heidi's world, which is fine for her to do that. Heidi, right here. No, over here. Her tail is down. She's down in my world.